Hey y'all, welcome to layout number 2 that I am doing for Collection Obsession, a series that Scylla and I are hosting over at the Crafty Low or No Spend Facebook group. So if you are interested in participating, check it out over there. If you are interested in watching more videos related to this series, check out the links below. There are some Instagram links and other YouTube links. So for this month, I am focusing on Pink Fresh's Life Right Now collection. And my layout is going to be based upon a sketch from the August 22 page maps, and it is this one right here. It's an 8.5 by 11 vertical sketch, but I'm going to stretch it to a 12 by 12 sketch. And that's really not that hard to do because this photo is cut down to a 3 by 4. I'm just going to keep mine 4 by 6. So let's just talk a second about sketches and scrap lifting. In my mind, and it's kind of hard to explain, but in my mind I kind of see a sketch as you're watching a TV show on a black and white TV. That's a sketch. A scrap lift is like watching a show on a color TV. It's still a sketch in a sense, but you have the actual photos, and you have actual paper, cardstock, and more not vivid but more colorful embellishments. You actually see the physical embellishments on the page, the physical photo, the physical textures versus a flat black and white photo or a sketch or hand-drawn sketch. I hope that makes sense. That's the best way that I can explain it. In my mind, they're really not that different, except for scrap lifts are more technicolor. So I have picked my photo, and I'm going to use one photo and some of my papers, and I believe here's my photo, and I thought that was a cute photo of my husband and I holding hands. Yes, we really do hold hands when we are in the car riding, and we hold hands when we are sitting on the couch together or watching TV. That's just what we do, and sometimes we even hold hands in public. So we went for a ride, and we took our dog with us, and he is obsessed with trying to be out front. So he's always wanting to try to get up on the console and, kind of be ahead of us, in front of us. And so we have to put a blanket on the console so he don't accidentally rip it. But he was trying to get on the console, and he had his little, well, not his little paw, he had his big paw on my arm. So I snapped a photo, and this was during COVID, and I'm pretty sure it's when they shut everything down for a couple of weeks, and just to get out of the house and not go stir crazy, we would go for a ride and we take the dog with us. So that's what we were doing in this photo. So I thought the appropriate background paper for this photo and story is this one called Weekend Wanderings, and it's kind of a map. So this is a definite, and then the other photos, the other pattern papers I picked for possibilities is we have the blue diagonal stripe. We have a dark blue polka dot, and it has, now that I'm looking at it under a better light, this one is probably gonna go away. So we're gonna have this darker blue with the polka dots, because we have some of these colors that are in this background the red, the gold, the green that is colored in some of these polka dots. And then the other paper I picked as a possibility is this red design. And this one is called Go With The Flow. And this one is Time to Chill. So that is probably the papers that I'm going to use. Subject to change, but when I come back, I will have my finished layout to share with you. Okay, so here's my completed layout. I did end up putting it on a piece of white cardstock. I trimmed down this matte paper a little bit. Map paper. And then took the red and used that for the stripe on the side. And the navy paper ended up here as a base for my photo and some embellishing. This paper here, this yellow piece, is part of the collection, but it came out of the 6x6 paper pad, as did the smaller red piece that matches this. And you can see the color is just a little bit different from the 6x6 paper to the collection kit. And I just cut a piece and made a little banner strip. This title, Enjoy the Little Things, came off of a 12x12 paper because I had seen people using that paper as a full sheet and then also using it to cut titles. So that's one that I had purchased 2 pieces of so I could use it also in both ways, and I did. This came out of the 6x6 paper pad. And as I have said previously, when I purchased this collection, I did not get a lot of the embellishments because I had a lot of Pink Fresh embellishments. So I used those. A lot of these came from other lines from Pink Fresh, but it's all Pink Fresh. And this actually, these 3 tags I pulled here, these are from a Christmas collection. But I hid the Christmas phrasing that's under here. There's something here, and there's a Christmas saying on this red tag. And then I just used some DMC floss to make my little string attachments. And then I did want to mention for this doily back here, I used this punch. Let me get these papers out of it, by Creative Memories, and I love their punches. And you just take a 6x6 piece of paper and you put it in here and punch all the corners, and then you actually flip the paper over and punch the opposite side, and it gives you this little doily. And in case you forget, they give you the little directions right here how to do it. And I hope they come out with more of these. I think they have 3 designs and I have 2 of them, and I don't think I cared for the 3rd design that they had, so I didn't buy it. But I hope they really come out with some more of these, because these are so versatile and awesome, and they just punch really, really well. So my journaling is going to go right here. So I just have to write it out and put it down. And I did look, this was during the mandated shutdown that we had in 2020 due to COVID. And so that's what I'm going to also, journal about, because that was at a point where only the shops that they determined were essential were open. So I think that's all I have to say about this layout, and I'm really enjoying this collection obsession series. It helps you use up some of your product that you've been holding on to, and I already think I know what collection that I'm going to use next month. We'll see you next time. Bye.